taking on the London Black Knights.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Right to the air is Burrow. He's got Otten. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one taken in by Otten. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big 13. Big 13.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Play action. It's Burrow. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Fights through him. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As long as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Complete right side to Otten. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll try and run for it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have moved out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On the outside, he finds Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, this goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now Burrow on 1st down. Quick slant caught by Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air again, Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line, as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 41, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, Jackson. A deep ball for Ellington. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The catch is made by Ellington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The Burrows throw there, caught by Gallup. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 24, Burrow. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's got room. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Peterson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Black Knights will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now it's Burrow. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Finding Otten once more.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And Burrow going to throw again.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Black Knights are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A deep ball for Ellington. And he's got it inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly